Ah ha 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 ha. And we are back. And finally, we will. Well, actually, finally, nothing. We're not close to the end of the case, but it looks like finally we're going to get to the next save point. We know that much. Don't you be napping. Nobody on this planet thinks my voice is soothing. So you're lying. That is true. And I might be wrong. There might be some people who do find my voice soothing. I don't know. But I've never found it soothing. Alright, so we played for close to 2 hours yesterday. Made some big progress. Why'd you turn the fan on? Oh, well. Yeah, that's no problem.
Then please remember to turn it back on so I put the switch to come in.
Okay, but did you tell Arpeggio he's cute?
Arpeggio, keep that near just
Yes, you are.
He's in this room right now.
He is really freaking cute. Alright, and also, you know who else is a big snuggy bear? Gumshoe. And we gotta ask what he's been up to. Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigation, Detective? Yes, sir. Sure I can. Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1. I've got some results for you from when forensics looked at Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3Zs. I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake.
Oh my god, is Talia likes to drug people.
Oh.
Or is that what is the yellow stuff that's the guy who went over the...
Hey, yeah, we never did find out what that, what those yellow little things were. Well, of course we didn't find it out. We just discovered it this case. What am I doing? I don't know why I keep thinking we discovered him last case when her memory wasn't there last case. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the big building elevator. The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Gavelle that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore anyone using it should have been caught on camera. That's right, so winding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold. And, did you spot me, Gummy? I watched it all on fast forward, everything from 2 days ago till the end. I don't know why, but well, there's that, but I don't know why, but I find Kay's shock face to be very adorable. Tell me that's not cute. Yeah, the big ol' eyes. Well, I forgot where I read this, but I think when you have characters that are supposed to be good, they usually make their eyes bigger to be more sympathetic. And bad guys will have narrower eyes. Uh-huh. Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. Thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list? Yes, sir, this is the big one. The 3rd thing I have to tell you is... It's great to be working with you again. See, now him laughing is funny. I'll help you catch this perp if it's the last thing I do, and that about wraps it up. I put you through a lot, Detective, but that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use. Oof, no mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. Gumshoe. Years. What did Stan say to Cartman and Scott Herman Must Die? Cartman, you are so undeniably stupid, it's unbelievable. The boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him. Kidnapped? Yes, his name is Sean Fenn. Oh wait, the kid with the horns. You know him? I saw him earlier today. You mean this morning? Yeah, he got off that bus over there. And then he walked off toward the garbage disposal area. Where's that? Just over there. That's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. I think we'd better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. And you know, when we were looking at the map, we saw all those waste facilities. Should we present something to him? We don't have the map. Maybe the bug? Good one, Mr. Edgeworth, I think. You weren't showing me that for a reason, were you? Wouldn't know the first thing about it. Let's see. Shots rehearsal tape? Truck? Let me see, are we able to just go over here now? Yes! So Sean walked off in this direction, huh? It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find out some clues here as to his current whereabouts. I must scour the scene. Oh, let's not cry about this one. This milk carton. That's the same brand Sean drinks. Something happened to him here, I'm almost certain of it. Locks on it. So they kept it locked up tight, huh? I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty. There was a ton of stuff here earlier, big stuff too. Today must be the day they take the big stuff away. Yeah, sure looked that way. I bet that big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are. They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir? Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away for when you move office. You're spookingly insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? Why would Sean even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. Alright, let's try to piece this all together.
Would be the vehicles under the whole vehicle?
Possibly? But I feel like if he was abducted, then one of these cars must have been where he was abducted or something like that. Like, I feel like these two go together. Yay! Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning, the taxi and a blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi. Right, well it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m. Oh, I get it, now we know what kind of truck it was. Indeed, it must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. Heh, some cop he was. Cool trash squishing machines. Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. Today isn't regular garbage day! It's the day they collect larger items. For which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck. Just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. And where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, right? Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector. Then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. Now, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us.
They picked the trash. the trash is gone. Remember how there was all the stuff?
Right.
Too quickly empty spot.
Take that!
Wait,
I see what you're saying, though.
well, now I'm really confused because that makes sense to me. They just garbage and not enough.
Yeah, although maybe that would have been
Take
too
that!
difficult to figure out. Or maybe I just picked it on a different place, or a wrong place.
Take that!
I love that. Nope. I like your reasoning, though.
Is it the sign that says garbage is supposed to be at 11 and it's past 11 and the garbage is missing? Is it like a cheaper?
Possibly.
Take that!
Alright, well, I'm stumped. Can you look at the picture?
Take that!
Do we have an after picture? Sorry. Kay's gonna lose all faith in this.
Well, it's obviously something really.
If the truck wasn't real, the driver wouldn't have been able to collect the garbage. Wasn't there something here that proved that? Is it locked?
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely, the garbage truck can't have been a fake. Oh yeah, because there was all the stuff in the back, too.
My reasoning was still good.
I think your reasoning was good. It might have been a hard thing to do, like, since you don't have a before picture, to just click on empty space. But I like your reasoning. I thought it was actually out of the box as far as how to answer it. Or outside the box.
That's what we say in our job, that the negatives are what makes it positive.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
no trash here, that's
With that. So, and it kind of made sense, too, because there was nothing in the back either, but it was just different.
I just considered that big box a big item.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyhow. So where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities. Which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to?
Probably the daybreak. If their names have anything to do with what time to deliver. Right?
Right. So, I wonder if... Nope. How about that? Little old me, and y'all made a giant step closer to solving the case. Closer, sure. If by closer you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim. She must have barely looked at the photo at all. Aw, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know, and I won't, not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine, maybe just this one, but only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. A real scoop? This should be good. Fine, I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop of yours? Proof, that's what. Proof that Torosaurus really is real. Alright, Kay, we're leaving. Wait. I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true. We don't have time for this. But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps? Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper a gosh damn tack. I captured the sound of that big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured. I was hoping for something a little better than that. Hey, don't make that face, dang it, I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dag nabbit. There, well. Kind of hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe? And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened, and surely the real Torosaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing. Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means, huh? Yeah. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that? I really dug myself a hole here, huh? See, I might could have rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. It's so sad. Poor insect. What? Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. They would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions. Me and the chief have been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple of days. Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening to all the radio signals in the area, too. Sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in the air, this was it. Torosaurus at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? The long and short of it is, you didn't actually see anything, correct? I don't need to see things, I'm a writer here. Anyway, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal there's voice hollering fit to beat the band. Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assumed it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't into no bugging, just a little light-hearted intercepting is all. Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Yeah, do what you dang well, please. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth!
Regina?
Yep. Mr. Saint, Miss Berry. How's the search going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue. I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. Me and all my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it. No fair. Her friends? I guess she means the animals. Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct? Yep, it sure is. We've practiced so hard for this one. So Mr. Saint will be performing too? Of course, he practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no, 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 no. He even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform, okay? It will mean so much to him. Of course, assuming we can solve this case before then. Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search? Yep, and if it had been Aze and Regent, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, 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 and put a stop to that. So boring. If it weren't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in an uproar right now. Aw, come on, Simeon, why would you do that? Setting the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun. I'm sorry. To you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winter? With some serious investigative magic, that's how. It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little way away called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. There were a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. You mean like a festival? Ooh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks. Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but hey, you don't have to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together. I wonder if the fireworks were the bang. It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We were glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty. What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, 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 no. I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Kay, do you really have to torment the poor boy?
I still can't believe he was BFF with John Boyd.
Yeah, I'm still confused by that. Let's see if...
Unless we're getting the wool put over our eyes, all the people that we think are good are
bad.
bad.
Except Regina. I don't think she has her hand in anything. But see, Regina I think's interesting, going back to the second game, because she's basically the kind of person you would suspect right away as being too pure. You know what I mean? But she actually is. She's just naive.
I think she's pure, and I think naive is a better word than the word I was going to use, which was airhead. Like, I think she has a gift at, like, communicating with animals and getting them to do what she wants, but she's naive about the world.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when she realized, like, why the murderer did what they did at the end of that case, and she, like, didn't realize it until the very end of the trial, like, that kind of thing. But she is the kind of person where it's like, oh, you're so, like Dahlia, where it's like, oh, look at this person, they're so nice. Evil. Regina's just very nice.
I can't get over Dahlia.
Nah. Mentioned fire.
Quite a very memorable character.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And her, the little exorcism, she looked creepy as all hell.
She did.
That was a creepy scene. I think that is up there with the end of the fourth game as far as breakdowns. Because the main baddie in the fourth game, the first Apollo game, had that, like, Super Saiyan transformation going with his hair. And that was crazy. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard? What if that was a firework? Huh? For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks, which means the Colosseum, so the kidnapper was near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... Oh! So that means he was at the garbage facility near the Coliseum. There we go.
Which is the sunshine.
Yep, the one you were thinking, I think. Yeah, the one on the right.
Well, my deduction was because of the time of day it was. Maybe
Ah.
was a bit different.
Well, I'm sure deep down you knew. Ah. We know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there, too. I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Did I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? It's not like you to ask, sir. It feels a little flat, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. You don't mind? Even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore? I thought I told you already. The detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. It's a little flat, to be totally honest. Oh, Gumshoe, you're adorable. You're right, we need to hurry. I doubt Judge Cavell and the others can hold out for much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that. I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows, I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer. Alright, with me, everybody. Even in the depths of night. Yeah, it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose. Yes, sir. But I didn't finish. When no other bird dares to take flight.
Sure, he was here that quick.
Yeah. Well, if it isn't our old Fred X Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Celsius winner. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet. I already told you, Francisca, it doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous. But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately. What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking barging in like this? I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly? What? What are you doing? Judge Cavell, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this could be allowed. Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, Fandango? Fine, the prosecution has no objections. Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy. It's a courtroom. And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? She's probably thinking about Sean. No, as long as Sean's still missing, she'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Cavell, I would only ask this, that you trusted me and in my insistent just this once. Speaking of which, where is Kate Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all. Nonsense, there's no more evidence to be found, you're just stalling for time. The most important piece of evidence of all, eh? Hey, G. I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yatagarasu. Seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Case only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad? You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said, that Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. And I know what it is.
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence. Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation to all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius winner.
Yes, I've ever seen one.
And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Heh, have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. Yeah, but he's going to say it hasn't been proven in this court of law. I'll admit defeat in that one particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then, well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot be truly considered as fact. I am afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. It's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? Oh, you're a scurrilous soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth, should it choose to acquit me. As should you. If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up, ever. A quick not guilty and we can all go home.
Objection!
Oh. Who said that? Dad. Eustace. What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry. You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete and utter disgrace. Why, Eustace? Why can you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you.
Kid.
Dad, Oh, that's new.
That's a new face.
I brought some vital evidence. So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please? Well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise. Oh, Eustace, my boy. What's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Dad, come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? You want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? Alright, why don't you run along home, and I'll be with you soon. Get back on the stand right now! What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Gavelle, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet. No objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though. The prosecution has no objections either. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavelle's hands are still tied. That's sad. That's your cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Well, I'm getting a call too. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fender. We found Sean. We found Sean! Detective, you did it! The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, you great thiefness. Heh, thanks, we just thought you should know right away. See you all soon. Judge Gavelle is for you. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm. No. How? Is this some idiotic joke? It is no such thing. The witness will return to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am. Prosecutor's bench getting full. Eustace Winner. Yeah? I leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father, this won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court. Yeah, so, the knife and the chisel. Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder majigs? Well, Mr. Winner, did you? About that, No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late. Too late? How so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad? Oh, Eustace, I was just on my way to throw out some trash. And then I heard this tinkling sound. Tinkling, huh? I guess. The bell for Mr. Canis's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried. I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere. So that's what he was doing. He even went so far as to search the dump. But, all I found was this. And this is a little pungent for one thing. Yeah, and you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. What do you expect? And the knife? It's probably somewhere in among all the trash. But there was too much to go through on my own. Very well, the court will accept the item you have presented into evidence. I don't know. You really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotten garbage and your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? Ha! You drive me to tears. Really, you do. Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first. If you wish to waste your time, be my guest. Hey, Eustace, Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth. Seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winter, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Sure. Okay, there we go. Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Canis' chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove that one way or another. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Well, Mr. Winter, do tell, was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. Were Eustace's efforts for nothing? It's true the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless. Come on, Edgeworth, we can't give up yet. It's calm and collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast, Gavel. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know. It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but... if I'm right, we're talking about... newspaper? Oh. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. Bell? Oh.
Another newspaper.
Yeah. So we don't have the knife on us. I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in. Seems really worth thinking the same thing. Yeah, eventually. It's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage, that takes belief. Hey, let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, that's what's on his glove.
Yes, and look at the coloring. Are these finger marks? And look, it's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Gavel, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call on somebody from forensics? Very well, summon a technician right away. I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves. No! Yeah, but we can just show the gloves we have as evidence. Yeah, so... You're screwed, Excelsius! But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. What kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy. Wow, way to talk to your kids, Super Dad. I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot. Real winners know to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. Dad! You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor, but thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me, thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood up on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity. Dad! Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears. Garbage-smelling? Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong. I am, my boy? Wrong about what? I'm not the one that smells. You are. What did you say? Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff, right there where the finger marks are. You want me to smell it? Is that oil? Yep, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. It smells of engine oil in here, indeed. That odor tells us something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I guess I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him, no matter what he's done. Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father, a different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth, to see that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes, and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. But this isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right, these finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. There we go.
Take that!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, it's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even? Yep, and we both smelled it before in the same place. Yes, in Chairman Winter's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H, the same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh ho ho, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
That's your outfit, buddy.
How indeed. That's not the only thing that connects your glove to the piece of newspaper we found. Let's look again at the scrap of paper the bell was wrapped in. Compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. Yeah, the coloring.
Take that!
What? Oh! I thought it was the coloring. But I guess it's the letters.
I thought it was normal.
Take that!
I guess so. Come on, concentrate. Look at the newspaper again. Something here that matches these gloves and only those gloves. There has to be. Just as I thought, you can't prove anything at all. Oh, the A that's missing part of its font. There we go. Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is in the print on the newspaper. What? I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's gloves. Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away. Rawr, curse you, Edgeworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors. Sorry, Dad, I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant. What? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, child.
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did. You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes. You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I? My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about? I guess the courtroom is as good as a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad. Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you always will be. I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye. You. When did you? You need me, dang it. You can't possibly survive without me. Eustace!
Gonna come back singed.
I don't know, maybe he burned off his hair again. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case was suppressed by Chairman Winter. That crime will be tried and an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must return to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that. What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then... the fox is like Cartman. Oh, let me taste those tears of unfathomable sadness. Yeah, don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant. Oh, you devil. Punished? What? Impossible. Excelsius, you blithering buffoon, what did you do? What did you do? All your swaggering bluster about how they'd never declare me guilty, and now this. You were the one I went to after they arrested me, because you made me believe I could trust you. And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work? Idiot! You feckless, useless idiot of a man! An unsightly outburst, to say the least. But an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well, then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast!
That's the Zhang Fa guy.
Yeah. Shai Long Lang,
Yeah,
right?
I love his voice.
Sorry, Judge Gavelle, your happy ending will have to wait. Lang Zai says the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. Who are you? Oh yeah, they haven't been introduced. Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shai Long Lang. And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Ha, not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure, guiltier than you know. Lang. Like the Lang from 12 years ago. Yep, good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you. Agent Lang, explain yourself. They keep mentioning something from 12 years ago. Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. Happened 12 years back. Wait,
SS751220.
yeah. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow? Fifi Lagarde, an Excelsius winner, in the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the one who threw my family name into the dirt. Eek. Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel. Me? You and one other person. Sean! You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder Daijong Wang, president of Zangfa. Where is your evidence, Agent Lang? All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. If you've got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. Yeah, that guy conspired to murder the president of Zangfa.
A 13-year-old?
Yeah, totally. Look at that guy. Pure evil. He's red, he has horns. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind those so-called monster sightings. Or figuring out who was on that phone. Yes, I say the matter is far from over yet. We finally got to the save point, did we?
Right.
And it's been nearly an hour, so we did it. We did the hours. 56 minutes.
Do you want to play for another half an hour, or are you good?
I would love to, however, I need to lay down a bit.
Okay.
So maybe we can play a little bit more later if we can.
I'll probably go to bed early.
If I go to bed early? Okay.
At least we got something in.
We can postpone dinner and play later.
Hmm.
Please. I know. Okay, but next time we play, we're going to be reinvestigating the crime. And that I look forward to seeing. All right, thank you for watching.